Hello, and welcome to FilmSlam Stream's post-film conversation for COLRUN. My name is Eric Siler. I'm a professor of film, media arts, and communications, as well as moderator for this conversation. We're very pleased to be joined by the director and the producer of COLRUN. The director is Jorge Saria de Vente, and the producer is Andrea Esteban. Hello and welcome.
Hi,
Hello.
hi everyone.
Oh, it's so good to have the both of you. The two of you collaborating together to make such a really interesting and dynamic animation. So whose idea was it? Was it yours, Jorge, or Andrea? Who came up with the idea first?
And I have to say that when I started the film, I don't I didn't know Andrea, so it's my idea.
We met later.
Yeah, and I wrote them. I wrote it in 2016, 17, 17.
Okay, so it's your idea. But what I mentioned, you said you wrote it, but interesting enough, there's no dialogue in there. So can you tell our audience what you meant by writing the film? What did you actually write?
Yeah, one of the challenges that I want to take it is make with no dialogue, because I want to make easier for the audience, independent of the place where they be.
Hmm. Just to express everything with the images, with no words. It was like a challenge, but it was more important. But he didn't write anything. He just have the shots of the film in his mind, and that's what he wrote. He wrote like what he visualized at the short film.
Oh, interesting. So, but Andrew, as a producer, okay, Jorge came up with the idea, but as a producer, what was your role in creating this film?
Well, my role was to make everything on time, which was really difficult because it's a student short film, so everybody has his own business and his life and everything and their lives. We have like a couple of deadlines because we wanted to finish the film. So that was my job, to finish all the tasks, to make people finish their task, and to be able to finish the short film.
Okay, a good collaboration there. So, okay, the idea, where did the idea come from? I know it was based in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Is that someplace you have visited or you read about? What was the inspiration for this?
I haven't been there, but I watch a lot of documentaries, and I saw so many news, and I think that it's an interesting theme. So I focus on that problem, and I want to make a story about.
So is this story, is this a true story or is this something that could have happened?
Excuse me?
Was this a true story or is this
No,
could have happened?
but it's based in real facts. So it's not a real story, but it's similar to a story that makes every week.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens. It's
Mm.
reality. It's not like
Exactly,
specific story.
exactly. And I liked how, like we talked about a moment ago, there was no dialogue and, the business person could be anyone. You weren't looking to identify any type of business person in particular. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Mhm.
Okay, just so anyone. So let's talk a little bit about the content of the film. It's a sad story, and child labor is a problem. Not just in Congo, but worldwide. And so, is that one of the goals of the stories you wanted to bring about? How children are being taken advantage of.
Yeah, I want to talk about the problems or the consequences about take their coltan, their mineral, to make technology. In that case, the fonts are so usually made of that kind of material. So I think it's a good form for so this.
Right. So yeah. So that's a really good awareness to know. So if someone is, everyone has a cell phone. Is this that we should be looking for in our cell phones that, we said we don't really want to support, this type of labor? What should we be looking for in our phones? Or you, if you know the
Yeah,
answer.
it's it's not a big criticism of the society. We just want to show what's the reality, because it's true everybody has a cell phone, everybody has technology in their nowadays in their lives, but we want to make people conscious about what's the situation and what they have in their hands.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's important to know the origins of things. And then not just with cell phones, but with a lot of products also, like for instance, that's known for having, people working in, laborious conditions in that sense. So, to you, Andrea, I know you said you had to make sure things got done on time, and they did get done. What else were you responsible for screening this film and marketing the film as well?
No, well, now with the distribution, I'm also taking care of it. But the screening and everything, we have like a person that is in charge of that. That is moving the film in different festivals, are doing all the screenings and everything. So it's part of our jobs, but it's most of the job of another person.
Okay, good to know. But so tell me, what has the reception been of this film? What have people been saying after they've seen it?
Other things.
Yeah, we have a very good receive.
Yeah, there are positive comments. People think that it's good to express this reality.
Yeah, we take it so many nominations, and so we are so happy with that. And the public say to us that they don't they didn't knew that problem.
It makes people realize which is the real situation.
Yes, you've it definitely brings about an awareness of a situation. I just want to let everyone know we're about halfway through our conversation with the director Jorge Saria de Vente and the producer Andrea Esteban of COLRUN. If you have questions, please put them in the Q&A portal and we'll get to them as time allows. Let's talk more specifically, Jorge, about putting this film, animating this film and putting it together. How long did it take you to actually complete the film?
Almost around 3 years. Because when we started, we was studying animation in the university, and the last year we were working too, and so in our spare time we work in the short.
Yeah, so it took more time to finish everything.
And in terms of the animation, was this computer animation, or did you actually draw the animations?
No, it's full CG.
Yeah. Yeah, we used some short softwares like Maya. I don't know if you know Maya, Autodesk Maya, to animate everything. And also we did like the lighting, the composition of the renders and everything was done by computer.
We don't use, for example, mocap. I don't know if you know it. If you know.
That's animated by frame, like.
Yeah, motion capture. Do you know?
Motion capture, yes.
Yeah, well, but we don't use it.
Yeah, it's full CG animated full frame.
Okay, that's good. So so I know you say you worked on it for 3 years. So this was part of your schooling in which you had to have an idea and you just worked on it throughout the your years of school.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, understood. So with that, so what has changed? What changed from the original idea to the final product? I know when you create films, they always don't look the same at the end. So what changed from the original idea to the final
Yeah,
edit of the film?
yeah. For example, at the beginning, it's so different because we don't tell the story in parallel. That it's continue. It's start with in the mind and then go to the presentation. And in first place, we saw the process in the factory, but then I want to change the order. And other thing that I want to do it and I can't because we don't have research is to put people in the factory.
Working,
Yeah, working in the factory.
but it took more time. It will have took more time and more resources, so we couldn't do that part. So there are a lot of things that he has in mind and he wanted to do. We have to say, okay, we have a limit because we were not able to do everything.
All right, but it still turned out. I don't think that hurt the story at all. I think it still worked and we, got the message.
Thank you.
It's a good part.
Well, one thing I really liked about the film, well, first of all, not having dialogue, I think it made it more powerful. But just how you went back and forth between the business person and the boys running, as he was walking to the stage and the boys were running from the mine. With that was just a very powerful. Can you talk about that scene for a moment? What were you trying to convey by going back and forth?
Like we didn't like
With,
a scene that we have difficulties, you mean?
oh no, just the power of the scene with the businessman walking and the
Mhm.
children running in the beginning of the film. You showed that. You showed the businessman walking, you showed his legs, and then you showed the boys running.
Yes.
And back and forth to that. I thought that was powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that he made later. That changing overlaying other shots. That's
Yeah, but that is the one of the first ideas to make to show the
the
parallel,
contrast.
yeah, the
Yeah.
contrast with the shoes. I think it's a very good metaphor.
Message. Yeah,
Yeah,
metaphor. Yeah.
metaphor.
Absolutely, it definitely was, and the ending and the ending was very powerful too. We still saw the end results with the business person holding up a phone, but I liked how you didn't, show the sadness of the boys. We knew what happened to him, but we got the point. And and ideally, sadly enough, the next day the same thing's going to happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that one, what we wanted to tell also is like a circle. If you realize at the beginning, the businessman is holding the phone, and the last frame of the short film is the phone.
Yeah.
It's in just exact same place. So it's like it start over and over again.
So, yeah, the first shot and the last one is the frame is and the composition is the same with the phone.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
I like that how you brought us, full circle as we call it.
That you can see also there's the color of the shots are changing because we wanted to show also the two contrasts of the two people. So the color of the businessman is blue, so all the shots of the businessman are blue. But then you can see that the shots of well, it's called Conde, the boy that is running, are like orange or red. And at the end of everything, the fabric, the industry, it's the color green, and that's because it's like the two colors together. So it's like the sense of colors also makes it more powerful.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Very good.
Mhm.
And you know, the use of color there. Okay.
Yeah, the lighting is really important in sea.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. It is. Well, this has been such a great insight to learn more about, you know, how you put this film together. Before I let you go, can you tell us what's next? What can we expect to see from either you or the both of you working on something together?
Yeah, I have so many ideas, but I have to start to write them. I have some concepts and roles or some models, but I know I'm not working on now because I have to focus on on my work, and first I have to finish some other projects, and but in the future I would like to make a film.
We started with a small cinematic, but it's really difficult to continue keep working in your normal timetables and then arrive home and continue working. But doing your own personal projects is difficult to make it together. So just step by step.
Yes, step by step. And Andrew, are you going to be working with Don Jorge on?
Yeah, everything he wants. If anything I can do, I will help him. That's my job.
Oh, great, great. Okay, you make a great team, and I congratulate you on this film. And I
Thank you.
appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much for giving us
Thanks
some
to
time.
you for having us.
Thanks to you.
We really appreciate it.
Mhm. And thank you to our audience for joining us for this important and invigorating conversation. For more information about the current 45th Cleveland International Film Festival, please visit clevelandfilm.org. I'm Eric Siler. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.